Here are the materials that I will be using for the flower petals. This felt has printed flowers on it, so it's quite nice actually to add on a little bit of details to the patterns. And then I'll just be using a piece of yellow felt and a pink felt. This strip is used for those single petals, so you don't really need much of it. And then here is where the main flower petals will come in. I actually got the flower petal patterns from a book, but you can always draw free-handedly. You can choose what kind of flower to draw, it's all up to you. So this is the pattern. I just cut this out from a plastic sheet that I'm not using. It's good to recycle the materials that you don't want at home, so you don't have to spend money buying extra materials. So I have here the paper patterns for the bag that I will be making. This is the front piece and also the back piece. This is for the side of the bag. It's an extra contrasting piece of fabric that you can use to make the bag look a bit more outstanding. This is for the side of the bag. And then this is a tab piece for the D-ring that you'll be used to hang your bag sling. So I made it into a symmetric pattern this way. It will be sewn onto the side of the bags. This is how the front of my bag will look like. I have arranged the felt pieces. One tip when you are cutting the felt pieces, don't use your pencil to draw too hard on the felt piece. If not, your markings can be seen at the front. You can always trim the piece with pencil marks that are too dark. You can just trim the top here where you can see some pencil marks that are showing. And then you can use needles to fasten the felt pieces to the cloth so that it won't run while you're sewing it on the machine. This white piece here is the batting that I'll be using. When you cut the batting, don't cut it exactly the shape of the bag, because after quilting the pieces around, you will find that the pattern will get smaller than it should be. So always leave some space. And I forgot to tell you that before you cut this front piece of fabric, you should actually quilt the pieces on first before cutting it out. But here I've already cut it out, so it's alright. We'll just see how it goes out from here. So this is the finished piece for the front. I have already stitched the petals and the flower onto the fabric and the batting. And then this is the back piece. So for the back piece, you can choose what to do with it. You can add pockets, you can leave it blank, or you can embroider your own things on as well. It's also okay if you do some fabric applique instead of wool applique. This is the finished piece for the front. I have already stitched the flower and the petals onto the fabric and the batting. This will be how it looks like for the front. For the back, you can decide what to do with it. It's up to you. You can add pockets, or you can create designs of your own. You can do embroidery work or fabric applique if you don't want to do wool applique again. There are many things that you can try out, so it's all up to your imagination and creativity. This is the side of the bag that I'll be sewing onto the pocket. This is the side, and then this piece is the decorative side that will go over here. You'll be sewing it this way, and then this is for the back side, the other way. These are the two strips that will go next to the pocket. So this is the pocket for the side of the bag. It will be sewn in this manner. And then to the back as well. I have quilted this part. Well, actually I just machine stitched the side so that it will stick to the batting and it won't be so loose. Then, before I do the side pockets for the bag, I actually machine stitch the quilted lines first. This is so that the fabric will stick to the batting as well. But as you can see, this batting that I have here, it is actually ironable in a sense where you can iron it on and it will stick. But as you can see, this batting that I have, you can actually iron the fabric onto it and it will stick well. So you can omit this part where I do the machine stitch, but if you like it just as a decorative item, you can always stitch it on at the same time. Then now I'm going to draw the side of the bag onto the fabric and cut it out this way. Okay, so now I finished cutting all the different parts of the bag. Do not be confused with this piece. This one will be on the main body of the bag, and then this one will be attached to the main body so that there's a magnetic clip here. You need to attach the clip here, and then you can fasten it like a small pocket piece. So now I have prepared all the pieces of the bag patterns. This is the main body piece. This will be attached to the main body. And then don't be confused with this piece. This is the pocket cover piece that will be attached to the main body. So as you can see, there's a magnetic clip here. There will be a magnetic clip that will be attached here as well later on. And then this is the back piece. I've made a small pocket for it as well. And then this will be attached in this manner to the bag, this way, all around. So we will sew the back pieces now, and then don't forget to prepare a 30 centimeter zip as well.